What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another Top 5 on this glorious Top 5 Friday. And so excited, folks. We're going through the 2000s, and we've made it to the Top 5 songs of 2002. Really a stellar year in music history when you think about it. And honestly, I could have put all 5 songs from A Rush of Blood to the Head on this list, but as always, I like to spread the wealth amongst other artists and pick just one song per artist. So that's why if some of you are like, wait, you put this above Clocks by Coldplay? Probably not realistically, but I have to have different artists, show some love to all of them. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it at number 5. Lonesome Tears by Beck off of his album Sea Change that really ushered in kind of a whole new sound and style for the artist, who is much more well known for just genre hopping all over the place, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of rock, a little bit of just fun music. This is Beck, who went through a very hard breakup, and it shows on this record. I mean, most of this stuff is very sad, but it's also very beautiful, and especially the production by Nigel Godrich, who, just one of the greatest producers of this century, just takes it to another level, especially on this particular song, where the strings really help the song build to such an amazing climax on this song. It's just fantastic. And Beck just showing pure just hurt and emotion on this song. It's really kind of painful throughout the whole album, but this song, I think, is one of the standouts on that record and had to have it on my list. So now at number 4, speaking of Hurt by Johnny Cash, taking the Nine Inch Nails song from the Downward Spiral, and on one of his several collaborative albums with Rick Rubin, just makes it his own and takes it to another level. I mean, this really, I think, is one of the best cover songs of all time for that reason, because quite honestly, I didn't really love the original version of this song. I don't think a lot of people probably even think it's that memorable of a song, unless you're like a diehard Nine Inch Nails fan. But my God, man, the way Johnny Cash delivers this vocal and just makes you feel, it's like he's so connected to the lyrics in the song. And also Rick Rubin, another amazing producer, just makes this recording so raw, and it's stripped down, but then at the end, when the piano and the guitars are getting so loud in the mix, it's almost distorting, but it's like just so well done, man. It feels like it's coming out of the speaker and grabbing you by the throat. It is brilliant, and that is just my number 4. So now at number 3, The Breaks by the Black Keys from their debut album, The Big Come Up. This song never gets old, man. It is one of the coolest guitar riffs I've ever heard. I just love the way Dan Auerbach plays with this gritty, bluesy sound. It's so raw. Like the whole album, it was recorded in their garage, just the two of these guys, and it's so great, man. And just that bow, 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 down, down, down. It never gets old, man. And of course, Auerbach, whatever he has on his vocal, maybe that is his raw vocal. I don't know, but maybe he just gets very close to the microphone. But his voice sounds so gritty and just fits the perfect vibe. It feels like you're in some old blues bar from like, I don't even know what era, but it's timeless and it's classic, and you gotta have it on your list. So that's number 3. Now at number 2, Delicate by Damien Rice off of his debut album, Oh Man, I just talked about this song recently on The Great 28, one of the greatest opening tracks to any album that I can think of in recent memory. This is the song that made me a Damien Rice fan instantly. I just think the melody is perfect. The lyrical content, it's just so profound and on another level when he's singing that line, how can you sing hallelujah if it means nothing to you? Just one of the greatest artists to come out of Ireland since U2 and Van Morrison. He's just incredible. The whole album is great, but this, I think, stands as one of his best songs and one of the best songs of this century. I told you this was a strong year in music history, and that's only my number 2. So now at number 1, Politic by Coldplay. You knew I was going to have Coldplay at number 1. As I said, I could have had, oh my God, I mean, if I was really honest about my favorite 5 songs of this year, The Scientist, Clocks, probably in my place, but the whole list would have been Coldplay probably. But Politic, man, again, I talked about this on The Great 28 as well, one of the greatest opening tracks of all time. It just has so much energy, especially for Coldplay, but Will Champion, what he does on the drums, hitting both the snare and the bass drum at the same time in that highly percussive style, the piano in sync with it, and just the way this song builds when he's saying "Give me love over this," it's just magical, man. It's Coldplay at their best. My favorite song of theirs, which is really saying something. And that's my list, guys. So let me know in the comments below, what would your top 5 be? If you're so bold, leave me a top 10, because like I said, this was a great, stellar year in musical history, and can't wait to be talking about my top 5 albums of that year, which will be coming in a few weeks as we go through this decade. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We got top 5s every Friday, album reviews, March Madness is now in full effect, and so much more. Thank you, and as always, Viva la Vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.